Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. Ford and Chrysler do not like GM's deal with the CAW. Fiat has a new venture in China, and a look at the new Kia Soul. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Monday, March 16, 2009, and now the news. Despite the fact that it already got government money, the Associated Press reports Chrysler says it may run out of cash by July if it doesn't get more. Chrysler has to submit its viability plan at the end of the month to try and qualify for its next $5 billion. It says it will run short of cash when it shuts down for its summer changeover. Automakers can only book sales when they make cars, and when they shut down, they're not making any money. Ford and Chrysler don't like GM's deal with the Canadian Auto Workers Union. It calls for the elimination of cost of living wage increases, fewer paid days off, and more, and was approved by 87% of CAW members. But Ward says Ford and Chrysler say it doesn't go far enough. In fact, Chrysler is threatening to pull out of Canada if the government there doesn't provide it with $3.2 billion in loans, and if the Canadian Auto Workers Union doesn't come up with a $20 an hour concession. Company President Tom Lasorda, who is Canadian, says the CAW workers are paid substantially more than what workers at Japanese transplants in Canada are paid. Meanwhile, Chrysler's new potential owner Fiat is working with Chinese automaker Guangzhou to set up a 50-50 joint venture to produce and distribute Fiats in China. According to Gasgoo.com, the Linea, Grand Punto, and the Palio are the vehicles reported to be produced and sold in the country. Here's an interesting story. The downturn in automotive sales has led to a global shortage of a chemical solvent called acetonitril. According to the Financial Times, the solvent is a byproduct in the process of making plastic parts for cars. This solvent is used for everything from checking the mold level in a chocolate bar to ensuring the safety of aspirin. Prices have skyrocketed. Last year, a liter of this stuff cost about €5. The price is now €80 a liter. Hey, just another reason to bail out the auto industry. Make sure our candy bars aren't moldy. And here's one we just could not resist from Autoblog. A guy in Ypsilanti, Michigan, drops off his car at a garage to get serviced. When the work is finished, he pays the bill. After getting his change, he whips out a gun and robs the place and peels out in his car. The same car that the shop has the model, the make, the color, the VIN, the license plate, and his contact information. Yeah, he's in jail. Coming up next, a look at the 2010 Kia Soul. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
While automakers are struggling to sell vehicles, Kia is one of the few that has seen its sales increase for the year, and the new Soul will help them sell more. The company has a reputation for building affordable but bland-looking cars. That perception perhaps could change with the Soul. It debuted as a concept back in the 2006 Detroit Auto Show. While not as sleek-looking as the concept, it stayed true to the design for the most part. The wide stance and boxy look remain, as do the steep rake of the windshield and the fender flares around the wheels. Even though it's small, there's a ton of room in the interior. It can seat 5 passengers, and adults don't have to worry about their legs being crushed in the rear. The trunk has a cargo tray built into the floor, and the rear seats fold flat for even more cargo space. Even though the Soul will be sold around the globe, the design was done in the U.S. and it's tuned for American roads. Under the hood is a 1.6-liter or 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. The 1.6 comes with a 5-speed manual, and the 2-liter has the option for the manual or a 4-speed automatic. Both combos get mid-20s in the city and low 30s on the highway, which is kind of disappointing for a car this size. Kia is aiming the Soul right at Gen Y. There are over 50 ways to personalize the vehicle, from body graphics to different wheels and grille accents. There are 11 exterior colors and 3 interior ones. But perhaps the thing that will appeal to most Gen Ys is the price. There are 4 trims of the Soul with the base price starting at just under $14,000, and the price runs up to just over $19,000 at the high end. Like most Kias, the Soul comes standard with safety features like ABS, traction control, and stability control. Amenities like Sirius radio, iPod, and USB jacks are standard as well. The Soul performs like you'd expect any entry-level vehicle to drive. It's kind of sluggish getting up hills and the engine's a little buzzy, but with all the standard features, its affordable price and the fact it looks nothing like anything Kia's released before could be the difference in whether or not the Soul is a success. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry, except for this one last item. I'm John McElroy.
I'm Jason Vines.
And I'm Peter DiLorenzo. Between the three of us, we've got more than 100 years' experience in or around the auto industry. So we thought we'd put that experience to work for you. On March 26th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to sit down, turn on the cameras, and talk about the industry the way you do in your living room, garage, or wherever. Plus, you'll be able to chat with us as well. So tune into our website or any of our media partner sites at 6:30 p.m. on the 26th for a frank, no-holds-barred discussion on all things automotive. Talk to you then.
Didn't you call me Dieter Zetch's snarky little PR guy?
Guilty as charged.
He is.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Don's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.